Hi, this is 72 Daystar, and I'm going to look at wildflowers in my yard in spring. Okay, let's start with this. Some kind of, it's like a, well, it's related to shepherd's purse. I have my book here, but this is, my guess, field pennycress. It does have a clasping leaf. The pod shape is like a triangle, a little notched on the top, but mostly flat on the top. And it's got this little flower. It's not too spectacular, but it counts as one wildflower in my yard. Next. Okay, next up. It's a forget-me-not. And it's got a really tiny flower. Flowers are under about 3 millimeters. The leaves are sort of spatulate or ovate. And the plant is about, well, let's say that's about 15 centimeters or so. So where's that? Stem short, less than 50 centimeters. Okay, we're good to go there. Flowers 2 to 5 millimeters wide. Leaves are oval. Okay. Inflorescence short. Inflorescence long. Well, what do they mean by long? I wouldn't say that's especially long. I'd say that's the flowering part. The fluorescence is about a couple of centimeters. So my guess then would be Hana-i-bana. Hana-i-bana in Japanese goes to tender Bothriospermum. Flowers, inflorescence close to leaves, grows disturbed habitats, fields, blooms spring to winter, all year in warm regions. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so this is a mint. You can always know mints by their square stem, and they have this nice left-right symmetry flower, but it's not radially it's not radially symmetrical, for example, like a daisy is. And it has this lip on the bottom, so I can be pretty confident this is Henbit. Or, oh goodness, I closed my book. I'll put in the scientific name here. Okay, this one's kind of a toughie. It shouldn't be, but my book is kind of letting me down. The thing that's bothering me is leaf shape. I have three options. Well, actually I have four, but one of them is easy. Only one is easy. Is it a dissected leaf? Well, it's not a dissected leaf. Dissected leaf is where the venation is sort of where the flesh of the leaf follows around the venation, and this is not a dissected leaf, so that's the easy one. But then leaves long, narrow, with flat base. Some of these have a flat-ish base. They certainly are long and narrow and kind of triangular, so that's kind of iffy. My other options are leaves long, narrow, or heart-shaped. I don't think so. And leaves wide and triangle. So I'm guessing it's the first one. It's long, narrow, triangular with flat base. And then we have to go to the spur length. Spur length, more than 5 millimeters. Now, how do you measure a spur? I'd say that's more than 5 millimeters. Then that means, next decision, flowers, side petals, hairy. Side petals are hairy in this. You can see little white hairs on the side petals, the ones left and right here. And so that means it's ordinary Sumiri or Manchurian violet. And I feel confident with that, just knowing that it is a very common form of violet. So, Manchurian violet. It has a dentate leaf, and it's about a 10 millimeter wide bloom. That makes it Veronica persica. So, pretty common Speedwell. This is kind of cheating. This was a transplant. It's very common along rice fields. A cute little flower, just under 1 centimeter blooms. It's got that nice yellow center and then nice fat petals. But I don't know what it is. It's not in my book, Wildflowers of Japan, and until Korea makes an English book, I don't know what this is. If someone knows, please tell me. My wife says that it's in her Korean book, so maybe I can find a scientific name I'll put up here. So, anyways, moving along. This here, it's a really small flower, about 3 millimeters, and it's another Speedwell. Probably Veronica aravensis. That's my guess. This one's an easy one. It's Stellaria, a very common wildflower, and it's Stellaria meaning star, so it's referring to the shape of the flower. And everyone should know this one. It's a common dandelion. There are other dandelions, but this with the bracts here curved down tells me this is a common one. Here we have some white dandelions, and it should be Taraxacum albidum. In examining this, I knocked off one of its 5 petals, but this is Inedible Mockstrawberry. You probably know the fruit more than the flower. It'll make a bright red, like this. It'll make a bright red fruit later with sort of the reverse of a strawberry, in that the seeds protrude. Oh, and now for the stills. Well, I realized there weren't any like really stunning, rare. Most of these you could probably find around the world, at least most of it. Anywhere where there's a temperate climate, you can find most of these wildflowers that I've shown you today. So it's up to you. Go get yourself a guidebook, get out there, and try identifying some wildflowers yourself. Anyways, 72 Day Star out.